kids. You know how they learn. What is your style? How do you teach them?
I think my style is very eclectic.
Yeah.
Another
way of saying I don't know?
I don't know. It only changed last week.
Yep.
No. But you do that, don't you? Like, you start off thinking, this is what I want to do. This is really exciting. You know, it's going to look cute. This is going to make my space. You know, it's going to be perfect. And then reality hits. You know, you have another baby.
Yeah.
And that style doesn't work anymore.
And that style doesn't work, or your child's just not into it. It's constantly changing, I think. And so my style at the moment, I think, is very different to how it began. But there's still foundational things that we do. Definitely our foundations are copy work, reading aloud. We do have a maths curriculum. And
what's your maths curriculum? Can we say that? Are we allowed?
Oh, it's a secret now. Singapore math.
Yep.
Yeah, which we've been doing from the beginning.
Yeah.
And and for all the other subjects, I definitely kind of go in and out, I guess, of unit study style, but more notebooking, just reading good books on the topic. If I have the energy or the desire to go further than that, I'll add different aspects of whatever the topic is. But it's definitely, my kids keep a notebook journal where they just do copy work about the topic. And that's
because you've got young kids too, and that's another aspect. I think your style does adapt with age.
Definitely,
it changes.
We're similar. We're eclectic in the sense that we adapt as our needs change. We like to get out a lot. We're a hyper social family. And why are you laughing?
I'm not. It's fine.
Anyway,
I get so tired watching you.
Grocery shopping and I'm exhausted.
Anyway, that's another episode. Our style is more, I guess, we like the good and the beautiful for language arts. That's kind of packages our English and our art as well together, unless the kids want to be creative another time. And we actually just do signpost maths.
Okay.
Because it's really easy to follow and...
I haven't heard of that one.
It's just an Australian...
School shock. I think you did it at school.
You probably did it at school.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I hated it. So
Well,
you blocked it out.
Remember the name.
Maybe that's not a good thing then. Okay, so don't take my advice. So what is it? Singapore maths, language arts.
No, you said signpost maths.
Signpost maths.
Singapore maths.
Language arts we do on the daily, and then we do a history program by the good and the beautiful again, same as language arts. And what else do we do?
Oh, I'll have to look at that.
Oh, you should.
I've always wanted to.
You
see
should.
it.
I'm a convert, but I'll probably change my mind next term. And then the same history program, same science program with good and the beautiful. For me at the moment, because when I feel like we're newbies again, it just packages everything nice and neat. You don't have to do any work in advance to plan the lesson. I love that. And they just read heaps. They read what they want to read. They do a lot of audiobooks. What you like to do audiobooks too. And that's about it. What about you?
We have changed so much through the years. It's not funny. Mainly because of different circumstances, like times when we've had babies or sickness in the home. Like my son was sick for a good solid year and it just changed. It knocked basically homeschooling out. So we just had to do the bare basics. So anyway, but we're good. We're back on track now. So we've actually only just picked up the good and beautiful too. And my kids are liking that because it's quite broad, but they have checklists, and my kids really like checking off what they're doing and feeling like they did some solid work, but it's done. So they're liking that. We've only been 2 weeks into it, so I can't say we'll like it forever, but so far we're liking it. We do teaching textbooks, and I really like that because it's online.
Yeah, we find that.
My kids really like sitting next to me doing maths, so we sit with their iPads, and I find they're so much more relaxed doing maths when they sit next to me shoulder to shoulder. So that's been a lifesaver for us. And also I'm not confident in maths, so the guy does the lecture at the beginning, and I like that he's sort of teaching them, and then I've learnt it with them, and then we do it. So I find that works for us, but that's only year 3 upwards. Before that we did Singapore maths.
Yeah, we've tried Singapore maths as well.
It's hard. It's getting hard.
Yeah.
It does. It gets really hard.
They kind of blindside you, don't they? They start really easy. You're like, this is easy. My kid's so smart. And then, like,
It's the word problems in it.
from
word
one
problems,
week to the next, you're like, we can't do this. I'm lost.
We've actually taken a pause
Yeah.
because the certain topic that my son is up to, and this is the benefit, isn't it?
Yeah.
You see, okay, this is getting hard, or there's emotion now involved.
Yes, we're crying.
On both
We're both crying.
Our brains are
We
going.
need to stop.
It's an emotional thing.
But now I think I've got the confidence to go, oh yeah, it's just because of this. We're going to pause and focus on
We've done that.
This aspect.
We've had to stop and go, we need to learn our timetables. This is getting too hard.
Yeah.
And we have to pause and do
that's
that.
what we're up to.
Yeah.
We're just going to, we're focusing on timetables and we're going to try and nail that, gain confidence back. And
you
and
definitely
pick
have
it
to
up
stop
again.
sometimes. Yeah.
So,
I don't know if you guys are the same. My day can vary in what time the school bell rings. We don't have a school bell. But and that really relies on who wakes up and when, how long it takes someone to finish their breakfast. If
Did
there
the baby
is,
keep you up at night?
Yeah. Did the teenager keep you up at night? Really? Did anyone? And really, and if there's a dentist appointment in the morning, little things like that. So for me, and this must drive A-types crazy, but our day from day to day, every morning my kids will say, when do we do school today, Mum? And I say, 2 p.m. today, honey.
I'm ready.
And for some reason, our family love that. They're like, every day is a new adventure. And it also works really well for me, but obviously that doesn't work for everyone. So what does your day look like? How do you start each day, and is it different every day?
We're really similar. I think we've hit a season now. My old 2 kids are older and they're sleeping in. And I'm sleeping in. We're definitely making the most of that.
Hashtag homeschool.
Transition. And so, it usually roughly starts around 10:30. But again, it depends what we're doing.
Yeah.
And I found, here in Australia, we're coming into winter. The weather's hit that kind of sweet spot, although it's been raining horribly for a long time. But and I found that getting out in the morning and getting our outdoor time, or an activity done, appointments or shopping, and getting that done first, and then coming home and doing our schoolwork has been working well lately. But again, that might change. So it's just sit down time. We do sit down and start with reading. We read the Bible. The kids do their copy work. I usually organise a preschool type activity for my youngest child, who's 4, and depending on her mood, then we just kind of keep going at that. English, math, and any other thing that we might want to do that day. And then that's it. Pens down. So, what about you?
The same. So, look, on a normal day, we will. And a normal day is like 2 days out of the 5. We would start at about 9:30. We do our morning time. We just call it morning time, table time. I don't know. The word changes. Where we do Bible. We actually do times table drills at the moment.
Oh, nice. Well, that's a good idea.
And we might play a hopscotch video, something like a learning video. I might read a picture book. I might read a chapter from a novel. And while they're doing that, they're doing their handwriting. They're doing their copy work.
We do that too.
And then if they've finished that, they'll just naturally know to pick out their maths. And then we just gradually move on to maths, language arts, and maybe history after lunch. And then pretty much after that, the day's over. So, and then in midweek, we do a co-op, which is our science day. It's also our Spanish day. And we get through our maths and language arts, and that's what we call our really working hard day, where we're exhausted at the end of the day, and then the following day is easy peasy. So what about you?
As to our rhythm, well, it's funny because I was just thinking about it. Like, it's different with different families. If our family doesn't get everything done before lunch and maybe a little bit after lunch, they're like, I can't get anything into them. If it's in the afternoon, they're like, no, we're tired now. So we have to get it all done in the morning. And if we've had something interrupt our morning, we literally can't get anything done in the afternoon. I think that could be a little bit of element because I have a child on the spectrum, and it's like everything has to be in order. So I think that can influence your whole family. If it wasn't done in the morning, then no, school's done. I have to be quite guarded with our mornings. Like, so people are like, oh, can we come around in the morning? I'm like, no, because we'll just never get school done. Yeah, it's different that way for us.
So we're talking about challenges in homeschooling. What would be your main family, I guess, challenge that you need to accommodate? I know what you're going to say. But tell the world,
tell the whole wide world.
What's your weakness? No, I mean, we all have challenges. We all have things. And a lot of the time we homeschool because of a challenge.
For us, it's definitely having a child on the spectrum can be huge because sometimes that child can be great, ticking off the list, and then sometimes there can be a bad day. And it just sets everyone off. It's just highly emotive. It can change everyone's moods. So that can be hard. And knowing when to pull back and knowing when to go, okay, we're not doing that today. We are going to go read outside, or we are going to go do something else. Like, go to the art museum today. This isn't working. So just kind of gauging all the time and being okay to be flexible and realizing that life is learning. There's still things that you can learn in your day if you're not writing down words. As much as I do keep to that, but there's still things that you can still do to keep the day going. And probably toddlers are hard. Toddlers are hard. So just keeping her busy and fed and happy and
every 20 minutes.
And teenage moods. They're fun.
You got the whole
I got all of them.
You're amazing.
How
do you do it?
I don't know.
Wow.
Totally my
I couldn't do that.
I could never do that.
You must be so patient.
Yeah. I totally keep my cool all the time.
I guess my challenges sent us back to school. I had a baby and I went, no, I'm past. This is too hard.
Not cool.
No. And I think my attitude and my energy, my kids could pick it up and went, this is not fun anymore. And we just went, we're taking a break. And so we went back to school for, I think a year or 2 years. And we're back now. And at the moment for us, our challenge is probably a challenge that everyone potentially has, in that each of our kids has something that they need to improve on at a different pace to everyone else. Yeah, I love that. I love that about homeschool. I love that it means that we can accommodate the learning needs of our kids, and also in a way, not by saying you're struggling with this, but just saying let's spend more time on this because to be honest, I'm terrible at maths and I would like to learn that concept too. So learning it together makes it so much more joyful.
I think attitudes is a big thing at the moment.
Yeah.
My son is...
Your attitude? Or?